Hola chicos, hoy pasamos el día juntos.
This might be the beginning of the end for Marc-André Ter Stegen at FC Barcelona. A club legend, a team captain, and one of the most consistent goalkeepers in world football, now finds himself in a quiet but intense conflict with the club he's given everything to for nearly a decade. And the craziest part? It all started with a back injury. In late 2024, Ter Stegen underwent surgery that was expected to sideline him for a couple of months. The club initially announced a return date around September, but recently, they submitted a very different version of events to La Liga, claiming that the German keeper will be out for at least 4 months. Why does that matter? Because La Liga has a strict rule. If a player is going to miss 4 more months, the club can apply for special permission to sign a temporary replacement and potentially free up their salary space. In this case, Barcelona wants to register a new goalkeeper, 23-year-old Joan Garcia from Espanyol. But to do that, they need to officially declare that Ter Stegen won't be back for a long time. And here's where things get ugly. Ter Stegen's own doctors disagree. They claim he'll be ready much sooner, maybe even in early September. That's just under the 4-month threshold. And that small difference could be the spark that's lighting a fire behind the scenes. From the outside, it may seem like a technicality, but inside the club, it's starting to look like a power struggle. According to multiple sources, Barcelona's board is frustrated.
Más líos. Ter Stegen ha anunciado que se opera, pero él mismo ha indicado el tiempo que va a estar de baja. No es el suficiente para que el club pueda aprovechar su ficha. Suena a desafío al Barça.
They believe Ter Stegen is complicating things, dragging the process, and potentially blocking the arrival of his own temporary replacement. There are even whispers that the club is considering removing him as one of the captains, a massive move that would signal a complete breakdown in trust. One source described his behavior as, quote, childish, suggesting that Ter Stegen is putting his personal pride ahead of the team.
Ter Stegen no puede seguir ni un minuto más como capitán del Barça. Deben retirarte la capitanía hoy mismo, en la gira. Ter Stegen, has dejado de representar al culé. Eres un egoísta.
But is that really fair? After everything he's done for this club, from Champions League nights to La Liga titles, wouldn't you want a little clarity and respect too? Let me know in the comments. If you were in Ter Stegen's position, would you cooperate? Or would you fight back? Because that's exactly what's happening here. Ter Stegen reportedly feels betrayed. From his perspective, this isn't about an injury. It's about the club trying to push him out quietly, using his recovery as an excuse to reduce costs and move on. Let's be honest, Barcelona has been in financial trouble for years. Ter Stegen is one of the highest paid players on the squad, and if they can get La Liga's approval to replace him, they can also free up part of his salary and make room for new signings. So maybe this isn't about medical reports at all. Maybe it's just business. Still, it's a dangerous game. Because now, even the national team is watching. Julian Nagelsmann, the German head coach, has already warned that if Ter Stegen doesn't play regularly, he may lose his starting spot at the World Cup. Imagine going from club captain to sitting on the bench during the biggest tournament in the world. That's the risk Ter Stegen is facing right now. And to make things even more dramatic, reports from England claim that both Manchester City and Manchester United are monitoring the situation. Both clubs could use an experienced world-class keeper. And if things keep escalating, a transfer might not be out of the question. Let's be clear, Ter Stegen leaving Barcelona would be massive. This is a player who's been the face of their defense for nearly 10 years. A quiet leader, a Champions League winner, and for many fans, a model professional. But the current silence from both sides speaks volumes. Barça hasn't defended him publicly, and the fans are left wondering, what's really going on? You know what? I want to hear what you think. Is this just another financial move by a desperate club? Or is Ter Stegen really refusing to cooperate? What happens next could define not just the future of one of the world's top goalkeepers, but also show us how far Barcelona is willing to go to fix their finances, even if it means burning bridges with their own legends. Drop your opinion below, because this situation is far from over.